The wait is over. Today, we're unboxing the Kamado Joe Pellet Joe. Let's get started. Hey, I'm James from Smoking Dad Barbecue. And for anyone who's been following my channel for a while, you know I am team charcoal. And while I'm not maybe officially medically allergic to pellet grills, my aversion is pretty high. So Kamado Joe has sent me their brand new pellet grill called the Kamado Joe Pellet Joe to see if they can change my mind. More on that in some upcoming videos. Today though is all about unboxing the Pellet Joe, how to assemble it, and do our break and burn. Over the next couple weeks and months, I'll get some cooks under the belt and rejoin you in the future with a complete review. So make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on so you're alerted when that video comes out. But today, it's all about getting it out of the box, putting it together, and getting our first fire. So let's get started. All right, so this is the first time I've unboxed a Kamado Joe Pellet Joe. And so if it's anything like any of the other Kamados I've put together, typically a few tools are handy. Some snips to get through those ties and plastic that's on our outer packaging materials, as well as a socket set. Now, Kamado Joe, for everyone that I've opened, has done a good job giving me all the tools I need, but a socket set and snips go a long way to making it a little bit easier. So if that's what you've got in store, definitely recommend having those handy. If you've never seen any of my unboxing videos before, I don't want to keep you here all day, so I will go really fast forward just so you can get an overview of the process, and we'll jump out of fast forward when there's something that we can unpack, dad joke, pun intended, unpack a little bit further in terms of showing you some of the key steps in setting it up. But for now, let's get going fast forward and get all of our garbage and packing material aside so we can see what we're working with inside of our Pellet Joe box. All those first few minutes of unboxing a brand new Kamado Joe are so satisfying because all the packing materials just fold away and you're presented with what looks like a nearly ready to go Kamado Joe. And that is true. This is something that I do appreciate is Kamado Joe's packing. I've owned in the past, if you've seen some of my videos before, Big Green Eggs. I've helped friends put together Big Green Eggs, and nothing like this comes together. All of these band materials, every nut, every bolt, every screw is something that you have to do yourself, and this is saving us a ton of time. We look practically done already, and we haven't even started. So what I'm looking for in this array of boxes is our cart stand. So it will have 4 legs, our base platform, our side shelves, our vent cap, as well as a Wi-Fi antenna, drip bucket, everything else that should be coming with our Kamado Joe Pellet Joe. So I'll take you back fast forward while I continue opening these boxes, get our cart stand legs, and start screwing those together. All right, so we've got our Pellet Joe together and ready to do our break and burn. So compared to other Kamados that I've put together, this fits somewhere right in the middle. It's not as easy as the Joe Jr., where you just have to pull off saran wrap essentially from the cart is the hardest part of assembling that. to the Kettle Joe that I recently put together, which definitely has a lot more assembly required in terms of some of the components. Now, to be fair, that is a pre-production unit, so I'll wait and see if the final production version has any fewer steps. But this was somewhere similar to a Classic 3 with the new updated cart. I benefited from the old cart, which came already assembled, so all we had to do is just add in those 4 screws onto the legs as well as the base plate, and we're all set. The wheels went together the exact same. We just had 2 bolts to add in our handle, and then the 2 screws on each side to add in our side plates. Now, in case this isn't something you've seen or heard before, do not lift your Kamado Joe, any model, by the side. I don't know if you could see as I was assembling this, but these are just little tiny bolts that we're screwing into, and they're not designed to support the weight of your Kamado Joe. So for lifting, I like to lift on the back hinge right underneath the bottom, as well as inside the draft door. On a regular Kamado, you could just do that inside your bottom vent door, and that's a great place to grip it. Other than that, we just got everything else together, got our inside drip tray, our outer components, our antenna, our drip bucket, all together. So we are ready to add our first load of pellets and fire it up. All right, so we are off to the races on our break and burn. So just like every new grill that I get, I want to run that around a couple hundred degrees for an hour or so, just to burn off any packing materials, any oils or anything like that that may be left in our grill. And we'll be ready to do some cooking next time. So let me know in the comments down below, what would you like to see us cook on our brand new Kamado Joe Pellet Joe first, and I'll be sure to start doing some cooks. And after we get a couple under our belt, we can go ahead and do a first impressions and a review of what we think of Kamado's entry into the pellet grill space. Anyways, that's about it for today's video. So if you like this one, please go ahead and let YouTube know by smashing that thumbs up button, and let me know by hitting subscribe to catch future videos. Until next time, I'm James from Smoking Dad Barbecue, signing off.